Okay. There was a FOIA request and they're calling the chief because no one on this side knows what's going on. The secretary wasn't sure. He says there's nothing to release to you. He says there's nothing to release to you. He says there's nothing to release to you.
I mean, we will eventually get that document. I'm asking for it.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I got to ask you, okay?
Go ahead.
Hey, do me a favor, keep away from the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification.
You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Oh no, I'm all set. I'm just taking a couple pictures.
The inside of our cars?
Yeah.
Why?
Working on a story on some of the police cruisers and getting some pictures, that's all. We're pretty clean in there, keeping our cars clean. Slickest. This dude's still rocking these bald tires all the way through the winter. Get the hell out. This is the Chiefs car from what I know, guys. This guy can't possibly be rocking bald tires again. Can be over here. Just taking a couple photos.
But what'd you say for what?
Just working on that story.
A story?
Yeah.
For who?
Oh, I can't tell you that right now.
Okay. What's your name?
It's an investigation.
Okay. What's your name?
Just working on a story down here.
Okay. What's your name?
Do I have to answer that question?
Well, you're taking pictures of our cars, so I feel like that's a fair trade-off.
So I have to? You're saying?
Well, that or you can move along and not take pictures of our cars.
Yeah, I'm just working on a story. I'm finished taking some pictures. So
you can move along then off the police property, please.
I'll move along when I'm done with my police business.
No, you're on police property. You can leave. If you don't have a police problem, you can leave. Okay?
I'm just taking some photos, man.
I understand
this is public property. I don't understand the problem.
It's not public property. It's police property.
Of course, it's public property.
Okay? It's not police. It's police property.
You know, I just got a couple more photos to get, and I'll be out of here.
Okay, so if you just help me out and tell me who you are, who you're working for, whatever you're doing, maybe this will go a little better. But this is just a random guy taking pictures of police cars.
Is it illegal?
I didn't say it was illegal, but it's strange.
Well,
so I'm doing an investigation of my own, trying to find out what's going on.
Am I being detained?
You're not being detained right now. I'm talking to you. That's
so I'm
all
free to
doing.
go?
You're free to walk away.
All right, so free to go and free to stay.
No, that's not the way it works. You're on
what do you
property.
mean?
You're on police property.
Our property.
Police
our
property.
property.
No.
This is our property. This is public property. These are publicly owned police cars. Just taking a couple photos. Maybe you get a supervisor down here or something. Nothing wrong with taking photos. First Amendment protected activity right here. You keep saying your property. This is our property.
This gentleman is just going around taking photos of our cars, and I asked him a few simple questions about who he is, why he's doing it, and he's refusing to answer my questions. So I
taking a couple
him that
photos,
he could
working on
leave.
that story.
So I
taking a
advised
couple
him that he
photos,
could
working
leave,
on that story.
and he's
what kind of
refusing
story
to
are you
leave.
working on? I can't tell that. I can't tell that information right now. I'm just working on that story, taking some photographs out here in public.
Okay.
That's all. He's telling me I gotta leave. I don't see why I have to leave. It's not illegal for me to be here taking photos.
No, it's not. It's not illegal for us to ask for identification either.
No, but I don't have to give it to you.
No, you don't.
You're just telling me I have to or I have to leave.
Huh?
I asked you to leave, yes.
We could ask you.
Ask me.
We have the right to politely ask you to
All
leave.
right.
The right to politely ask you to leave.
I'll move along when I'm done with my police
No,
business.
you're on police property, you can leave. If you don't have a police problem, you can leave.
Well, thanks for asking, but I'm not done taking my photos yet. So I get a couple more around here. Thank you. That's all.
You don't need to be taking photographs of the inside of my car. Let's go. Go.
What are you doing?
You don't have to be inside my car. Leave.
Are you a
I am a sergeant.
sergeant?
Yes, I am.
What do you mean I have to?
You
I can't.
can't
What is
take-
wrong with that?
You don't need to be taking photographs of the insides of our cars.
Why not?
Because.
Is that illegal?
No, you don't need to be doing seeing what we have on the inside of our cars. You can please
You
leave
guys
now.
got something to hide in there?
Nope, you can please leave now, sir.
All right, you're asking me to leave, but I'm gonna politely decline. I respectfully. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just taking some photographs.
You don't
down
need,
here.
you can take photographs of the outsides of the cars, and then you can leave.
You guys got your body cams on?
Yes, I do.
What's your name?
Sergeant Dietzen.
Sergeant, you got a badge number or ID number, shield number?
My name is Sergeant Dietzen.
Sergeant.
You could please leave
You
now,
got a
sir.
name and badge number here?
It's right there.
6'3"?
No. 75.
Oh, your shirt says 6'3" on
Yeah.
it.
It's for somebody else.
All right. I don't understand what the issue is. I'm
If
just
you're gonna
taking
be
some
out
photos.
here, I'm going to be out here.
That's
I
fine.
have the
That's
right
cool.
to be here too.
Excuse me, sir.
No.
I'm just trying to take some photos.
Yeah,
okay?
and you don't have to take photos of the insides of my cars.
What is the issue with it?
What is the issue with us
What do
asking
you-
for your identification?
What do you guys got to hide in here? There's something in these cars. I mean, you keep our cars pretty clean. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Where are you from?
Thanks for asking.
Follow him until he gets to his car.
Dunkirk, New York. We're down here. We got ourselves a police escort. We got nothing. I'll do it this morning. Oh. How you doing? Catch a real picture of this. Get a nice picture of this Dunkirk police badge here. if you don't mind. Thank you. Can I get your name and badge number?
Cool.
Thank you. What is it, 63 on all you guys' shirts?
You got your photos. You can
What does that 63 mean?
Don't worry about it.
It means don't worry about it?
Yeah.
What do you mean I got all my pictures? There's another cop car coming in. I got more pictures to take. You guys always treat people like this when they come around taking photos?
Only when they won't tell us who they are or what they're doing.
Just don't see any reason to get my name out. I'm just taking a couple photos. Sergeant go back in?
I don't know where he went.
Can they get an officer complaint form and a FOIL request form?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
FOIL?
Go ahead.
Just hit the buzzer in there?
Yep, that's what it says.
Yeah, can I get a officer complaint form and a FOIL request form?
I can give you a FOIL request form. The complaint form we don't have.
What do you mean you don't have?
What would you like to make a complaint with?
I'd like an officer complaint form.
Not with the supervisor.
Alright.
You would like to have a supervisor?
Yeah, I mean, the sergeant was outside a second ago. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, Mr. Sergeant, yes.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to him. If he can grab me one of those FOIL request forms for sure.
I can give you a FOIL request form, that's no problem.
And I would like one of the officer complaint forms to take home. But if he's got to talk to me about that, that's fine.
Yeah, we can talk. I'll give you a FOIL request form, and you can talk to him about any officer complaints.
Thank you. Perfect. What do you think, Erie County fam? Do you believe they turned the camera off for 17 seconds or redacted out the officers talking together? AEC did FOIL request the operations manual and make and model of the camera so we can get to the bottom of how the cameras operate to see if they redacted it or can turn it on and off on the fly. Sarge, they said I talked to you about getting an officer complaint form.
Okay.
Can I get one?
I don't have an officer complaint form.
How do I get an officer complaint form?
What do you have a complaint about?
I'd like an officer complaint form to take home.
We don't have an issue to do that. We don't have paperwork to do that.
You don't have the
We
paperwork
don't
to
do
do
that,
it?
no.
You guys have officer complaint forms? No, never heard of one?
We don't have one, no.
You just don't. What do you do? What do you do if someone has a complaint
They
against an
tell me
officer?
what the complaint is.
And then you put it on a form?
It's documented.
Is it on a specific form though?
No.
So there's no form.
I didn't say there was no form.
Because I'm gonna FOIL it.
Go ahead.
If you don't want to give it to me, that's fine.
I don't. What is your complaint?
I would like to take an officer complaint form home. That's all
We
I want.
don't have a form to give you to release home
Why not?
because we don't have that.
So a person has to come here, file a complaint with a person in person. There's no other way around that.
Yes, that's
There's
how
no
it
officer complaint forms available online. Nothing like
No,
that.
sir.
I've seen this system before. It seems a little tilted, where
That's
people are more intimidated to come get a form.
No.
So the form that you would fill out, if somebody filled it out with you, can I get one of those forms?
No, we don't have a form to give you, sir. If I had one, I would be more than happy to give it to you, but we do not have one.
Well, Erie County fam, as you can see, this is the way they do it down here in Dunkirk, New York. No officer complaint forms available to the public. They have a FOIL request form, so I mean, we will eventually get that document I'm asking for. But that's the Dunkirk Police Department down here. It's very aggressive. Follow you around. They need to know everything,
I'm
I
making
guess.
sure you're
I mean,
not touching my vehicles.
what is the issue with taking pictures
I didn't
inside
say
the
there was
vehicle?
taking pictures. I said I don't want you taking pictures. You said you wanted to take pictures of my vehicles.
Yeah,
You could take
I want to take
pictures
some
of-
pictures of the insides
No, you
too.
can't.
Why not?
Because
Those are our vehicles though.
They're not your vehicles.
They're our vehicles. Everybody who pays taxes pays for these
Do you pay
vehicles.
taxes in the city?
I mean, I bought a stick of gum at the gas station before I came down here. I pay taxes in the city.
Are you a property owner in the city?
I mean, I can't tell you that. But I'm saying these are not. They don't belong to the police department. The police department belongs to the people.
Okay.
And the cars belong
Sir,
to
do
the
you
people.
have
So
a complaint that you would like to talk to me about?
I have a complaint about the process.
Okay. And you could.
I'd love to talk to you about the process if you could tell me why it's a good idea to not have a complaint form available for someone to take home.
We could talk to the chief of police about that. We don't have one. Maybe that's something we could look into for you.
I mean, it's definitely something that's going to get looked into, and but that form that you would write it on. If I had a formal complaint with you, that form that you would write it on, you're not willing to divulge one of those to me today?
You have the form to request that form.
I mean, I'll get it. I mean, that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is that the process already looks tilted. All you can do to make it look less tilted is say, you know what, we don't normally do this, but here's the form we use and give a little clarity. That's all.
Like I've told you, if I had the form, I would give you the form. But since I don't have the form, I can't give you something I don't have.
You can't go inside and print it out?
I don't have a form to print out, sir, is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you have a formal complaint about one of my officers, you can talk to me about that, but you have yet to specify that.
No. You gonna tell me what the 63 means?
It's a respect.
It's a respect?
Yes.
Is that one of the officers here or something?
Maybe.
That's fallen? Well, I mean, you could say that. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, if it gives the guy respect on it right now, that's cool. That's cool. I got no problem with that.
Okay. So, are you going to tell me your name so you can file your official?
No, I'm just going to file this FOIL request.
There's FOIL request for what, sir? You haven't filed a complaint.
I'm on FOIL request for that body cam. I'm on FOIL request for the officer complaint procedure, the official one.
Okay.
I'm going to file FOIL for the actual form that you guys would fill it out on.
Okay, but you have yet to file any kind of incident or complaint.
No, I don't wish to do that with you right now.
So how am I supposed to document who you are and what complaint you have against what officer?
You got nothing to document right now. Nothing.
So then you're not going to. There's nothing there to get besides body cam.
I mean, the procedure and the form.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
I was just looking for a little clarity out here. That's all.
That's fine.
So there's no problem with me taking pictures inside the police cars?
I don't see what is the purpose of taking pictures.
I'm just asking. It's not illegal, right?
And I'm asking you a question. What is the purpose of taking the pictures inside the police car?
Because I want to see how my car's being treated inside. I want to make sure my tires ain't bald.
And you did that. You have your pictures. You have your videos, sir.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I got all the shots I needed just before I leave, but I just want to make sure it's not illegal and you don't have a problem with me taking a couple photos. That's all.
You could take pictures and leave?
I mean, I'm not going to stay all night, obviously. I'm not going to camp out here. I'm working on a story. Got to get a little information. And
So are you?
Yeah, on my way, of course.
What type of story are you working on?
I can't tell you. It's an investigation at this point. Until I air the story, I can't divulge any information because you could air the story on me, you know?
I wouldn't.
And you could get all the credit then. Where would I be?
I don't know.
All this time I put in. Getting the right photos and that. But, all right, thank you guys. That's all I needed. I will foil the officer complaint forms, and I'm thinking that an officer complaint form that is available to take home, even if somebody's got to sign it in front of you guys after it's done. I think it should be available. I think it should be pretty standard. I think that a lot of people viewing this are going to think twice about, like, hey, that seems like common sense that it should be that way. But I mean, you're not the only police department, and it's not that way. But we're looking to change that. But, all right, thank you guys.
That's a good suggestion. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Loosen up security around here a little bit. See if these ladies want to follow me.
Like, we living in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. people that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.